like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the Tisca there. Oh, that was quick. Here we go. Gosh. I'm going to do things a little bit differently tonight, so I am. Just a little bit differently. Good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome indeed to Christmas Eve Live. Yep, and it's nothing less than a vibrant and rampant joy to be here with you for this wonderful hour as we wave away Christmas Eve and we welcome in the big day itself. If it is a big day, it's not a big day for everybody. I completely understand that. But then it is a very big day for others. So whatever size of day you're planning to have, it's coming. And it's going to hit us at about midnight, isn't it? But over the next hour, we're going to be doing all of the usual nonsense. The Hedgehog of Truth is on hand. The portable electric telephone is handy should you wish to leave a voice note. There's a box here that needs a jolly good pounding with this pound. I've got one last card to open that came today. And obviously, um, it's you lot. It's all of you lot. We're going to step into. Oh God, I can't believe I said step into Christmas. Oh dear, oh dear. But yeah, we're going to waddle our way into the day over the old midnight doorstep, and we'll do it together, holding hands and supporting each other against the against everything that the day entails, and I'm looking forward to it. I would love to know how your day's been. We all need to know what you've been eating, and let's talk about tomorrow. What are you doing? Are you looking forward to it? Is it a day that you've been anticipating and will relish, or is it a day that you've been dreading and will just try to get through? Either way, for the next hour, we're not going to worry about anything, are we? No, we're not. And very shortly, darlings, I am going to dive headfirst into your comments, which are very much the meat and vegetables of this bowl of tomato soup. But before I do that, I'm going to do what I normally do and pour myself a glass of wine. Except tonight, not just any old glass of wine. Oh, no. I can't tell you how much I've been looking forward to this. I can't tell you how much I've been looking forward to this. Tonight, we're not drinking the cheap crap. Tonight, thanks to the lovely Shawnee, we're drinking something very, very decent indeed. Check that out. What? I should cocoa. Right, let me just go and get a corkscrew. Now then, darling, would you agree with me that you can't beat a corking screw at Christmas? God, I'm looking forward to this. I've been on the cheap stuff for so long. And this is the preliminary, because this is a petit chablis. In that fridge there, I've got a Chablis Premier Cru, and I'm breaking that out tomorrow night. Oh, this is going to be an amazing 2 days. Food wise, while you lot are all typing away, I'll tell you what I had. For lunch, I had a bowl of soup, beef consomme, with a crisp sandwich. Yeah, I did. I genuinely did. Tonight, it will be staff curry with rice and roti. Then tomorrow, darlings, I'm planning to be up quite early, and I'm going to have a small cooked breakfast, like the equivalent of a little chef early starter. because lunch is going to be taken on the hoof while at work. It will probably be quite late. So I thought I'll treat myself as I've got to get up and get my ass out of the house tomorrow morning. And you know me, I'm not great at mornings. I thought I'd treat myself to a nice breakfast. Then it'll be some form of staff curry at work while we're run off our little botties. And then, darlings, after I've necked all of my lovely Chablis Premier crew, tomorrow night's supper, Christmas supper, will be Momo with the special Momo chutney. Oh. Oh. You'll notice this one doesn't go in the freezer. The freezer is for cheap wine that you have to freeze the arse off to make it palatable. This, different kettle of halibut. Right, here we go. Right. A toast, darlings, to the community. To the community, may your Christmas be marvellous, or at the very least, manageable. Cheers. Your very good health. Bottoms up yours, and above all, it's Christmas. Get stuffed. Ooh, that's quite a nose. I'll be honest with you. That is so good that I could literally burst into tears. Oh, that is sublime. Oh, it's a long time. It's a long time. It's been a long time since I've tasted anything like that. Oh, that is sensational. I shall savour that rather than gulp it. Oh. And that is a very different kind of winegasm. I'm sorry to be crude, but the only way I can describe this winegasm compared to the normal ones, it's like the difference between a spot of worshipping at the altar of onanism, if you get what I mean, and being treated to a spot of spousal mouthery. And please pardon and forgive the bad language. Right, let's get going. Oh, one more second. God, it's on fire. It's on fire in the bread basket. That is amazing. Oh, that is so nice, so delicate. Really delicate and complex, and it lingers on the palate. Oh, God, that is lovely. So, Sean, thank you very much indeed. I really am most grateful. And I'll be grateful to you again tomorrow night when I open the really good one. Oh, amazeballs. Right. First cab off the rank tonight was Lord Stiff Upper Lip. Merry Christmas and a Merry Christmas to you. Stu followed up with another Merry Christmas Paulie Galtieri is with us, the lovely Richard. Good evening, Boaty and everyone. I hope you've all had a good Christmas Eve. I hope so too. Jimmy Quinn is with us. Good evening, Boaty, and all Merry Christmas. The lovely Sophie has popped in. Hi, everyone. Merry Christmas. And a Merry Christmas to you and Neil, my lovely. Carol C is here. Merry Christmas to Boaty and all the bugs. May your day be merry and bright. I love the Christmas poem video. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. The like button, she continues, is gleaming like the star on top of the tree from all the love I have festooned it with this evening. I like that. Please do so as well to make an old man very happy. You would make me very happy indeed. 11 of you have done so, and I am grateful. Dinner continues, Carol, with Caribbean themed food with cocktails. Oh, the sundowner was accompanied with a beautiful sky. We had an amazing sunset here. Absolutely amazing. Genuinely amazeballs. Hopefully tomorrow the weather will be grand. Limbo dancing may have happened. Right. Peter P is with us. Merry Christmas, Boaty and Boggs. Mike S is here. Good evening, Mike. Merry Christmas, one and all. And I hope it's as good as it could possibly be for all boaters. I'm loving all of this. Dave Smith is back with us. Holy poo, not just me with nothing else to do then. No, indeed. No, indeed. Steve's having a giggle at the picture of me on my potty. And he remembers his first wee in the potty. Mustard popped in to say hello, Turkey Tamers, but he can't stay. Editing has to come first. Completely understandably. But he does hope that we have a great live stream. Oh, Matron is with us. Good evening, all, and a Merry Christmas. Cheeseburger's back. General Cheeseburger. Evening, Father Muckers. What a cheesy. How the devil are you? Hi, mind the wet patch, Greenwood. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Pig finger. I see some things don't change. Goes on, Cheeseburger. The lazy sod is still always late. We've had a bit work with. Oh God, it's been busy tonight. I told them it would be busy tonight, and they said, "Well, no, maybe not." I said, "It will be busy. It's Christmas Eve. It will be busy," and it was busy. So we didn't get anywhere near the prep done for tomorrow during service because we were running at full tilt. We had a takeaway order, darlings. Get this: £318 takeaway. Blimey, what? Yeah, we were running at full tilt. So the poor sods, I left them, and they've still got all of the setup for tomorrow to do. How the good thing about tomorrow, because I have kind of been dreading tomorrow a bit, but Clay Cross have come fully on board. So a load of the Clay Cross boys are going to be there. We've got an extra chef in the kitchen. We've got the head chef from Clay Cross. Bish is going to be there. Cuss, the manager from Clay Cross, is going to be there. So we've got so many hands that I'm literally, and this is pretty amazeballs, I'm going to have an easy day tomorrow. And I really wasn't expecting to say that. There's so many people that I'm genuinely going to have an easy day. I don't need to go for the setup. I will just go for the beginning of service. And I'm going to be pretty much entirely hands off. I'm just going to be circulating, meeting, greeting, schmoozing at the tables, making, keeping an overall eye over everything, making sure everybody's happy, all of that sort of thing. So that's going to be a much easier day than I was anticipating. I'm quite grateful for it because I'm absolutely hanging out of my bottom tonight. I'm so tired. Obviously, it was a bit of a late one last night, wasn't it? Certainly was by the time I went to bed. And I was up, get this, I was up at 7 o'clock today. 7 o'clock. I watched Sean's video as soon as it was posted, came downstairs, started work because I had plans for today. I wanted to get my video edited so that I could get that up. Then I wanted to go out and do some shopping, get a haircut, I had a list of things to do, and I wanted to be back in time to film the Christmas poem. So I knew I was up against it, so I got up so early, and I'm suffering for it now. And annoyingly, it was all in vain. Now, those of you with the YouTube channel will know. Those who don't have a YouTube channel or who have one that it isn't monetized won't. In the UK, the normal payment date from YouTube is the 23rd of the month. So on the 23rd of the month, you get paid for the previous month. So everything that you earn in November will be paid to you on the 23rd of December. Everything you earn in December will be paid on the 23rd of January. Now, we didn't get paid yesterday, and I assumed that that was because um, uh, I'm never sure where AdSense is based in America, so I'm not sure where they are, whether they're in front of us. I get confused anyway. So I'm not sure whether they're in front of us or behind us, but they're on a different day anyway. So we didn't get paid yesterday. And I thought, okay, that figures. Yesterday, our Monday, must have been Sunday in that part of America. So we'll get paid today. That's okay. So I made all of my plans for today. Didn't get paid. Didn't get paid. Did some digging, found out we're not getting paid until Friday this month, which has caused a few difficulties for a few people, me included. So I didn't get to do anything that I'm going in the freezer for the wine. It's not there, is it? It's here in the fridge. So I didn't get to do any of the things that I planned to do. But I didn't waste my time. I made it a pretty productive day. Had a good tidy round and clean in the cottage, and did some laundry and stuff, and did some admin and all of that sort of shenanigans. But the upshot is, I had about 4 hours sleep last night, so I'm knackered. And you can bet your 19th bum cheek that it ain't going to be an early night tonight. And I was thinking tomorrow, don't know how I'm going to get through it. No, I'm not dreading it so much. I'm not dreading it at all. Tomorrow's going to be a really pleasant and easy day for me. I haven't got to get up early. I will rock up to the restaurant at just before 12, something around there. And I will just swan around chatting to people and making sure they have a lovely time. I won't be doing I won't be doing a single piece of anything that could be reasonably described as work tomorrow, darlings. So that's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. So I'm planning quite a nice day. I'll get up reasonably early. I'll cook myself a cooked breakfast as a treat. Jump online, see what's going on. Maybe catch half an hour of Sean's. Oh no, I won't, because I'll have to leave for work, won't I, at that time? Don't forget, Sean's got a live stream 11 o'clock tomorrow. If you fancy a bit of company, and it's just going to be for me a much more pleasant and relaxed day than I was expecting, and that's really, really welcome. I'm glad they've got their act together, and that all of the troops and more are gonna be there, because we're gonna need it. We are gonna need it. I mean, we've got 100+ souls coming through for 7 courses each, but so tomorrow's not going to be a problem, and I expect to be on pretty good form for our live stream tomorrow night. And if you weren't here last night, tomorrow's live stream will begin at 9 p.m. I will not be watching Gavin and Stacey. I'm going to save it for Boxing Day. So we'll be going from 9 until midnight or thereafter. And you're more than well. I know a lot of you are going to be busy, family, friends, Christmas night, all of that sort of thing. Don't feel obliged to pop in and show your face. If you've got better things to do, then I and I'm sure everybody else are delighted for you. And we'll see you next time, Boxing Day, the day after that, whenever. You just enjoy yourselves. But for those who are, at a bit of a loose end and fancy a bit of company, we're going to be there tomorrow night. So don't you even think about being alone. Come and hang out with us instead. Ah. Good evening, all. Where is the year gone, says Tracy Cardiff? Well, we've had fun, haven't we? It's been a fun year. It's not been wasted. Merry Christmas, Boaty, and all in the chat, says Trisha, and Merry Christmas to you, and of course, Paul as well. Tracy Cardiff. Oh, yeah, we just did. Well, we didn't just do it. You know what I mean. Bad Books is with us. Oh, Tomo's here. Oh, good old Tomo. Good evening, everyone. Ready for another night of fun. How are you, mate? And how it? Tomo's busy being a granddad at the moment. So, exciting times. Now, that's the one thing I've never been a granddad, and I suppose I never will be now, will I? I mean, my stepchildren, one, at least two of my stepchildren have had children now. But of course, they're no longer my stepchildren because, you lose your stepchildren when you lose your marriage. So I guess I don't have. So yeah, I guess I'm never going to be a granddad. So you enjoy it for me as well. Pocahontas 100 is here. Good evening, Boaty, and everyone in chat. Good evening to you, Brussels sprouts and Gavin and Stacey, says Tracy Cardiff. You can't whack it. You can't whack it. Ross is here. Merry Christmas from a sunny Melbourne morning. I'm overloaded with socks and jocks. Turkey in the oven and champers ready. Oh, well, a proper happy Christmas to you, Ross. It's Christmas. Ross has already started. He's ahead of us all. Good evening, all, and Merry Christmas Eve, says the M11, the lovely Emma. Santa has been, but there are still some presents to wrap, which I'm doing right now. I'm knackered. Food was buffet style. Oh, how are you, Ems? How is everything there? You don't have to tell us, but I hope things have calmed down a bit, and I hope you have a relatively peaceful, stress-free, and enjoyable day. And I mean, expensive wine burp. I do apologise. I've mentioned this before. When you're talking, broadcasting, and drinking wine, and you're talking almost incessantly, because it's not like a two-way conversation. It's just me talking at you. Then wine burps are going to come out, and it's a little embarrassing, but it's natural. We all do it. I'm sure even His Majesty King Charles the whatever he is. I've forgotten what he is now. Is he the second or the third? Anyway, I'm sure he's let loose a little burp on the odd occasion, and I'm sure he didn't feel overly guilty about it. Dave Smith says it's a Tuesday and tomorrow is Wednesday, and still my Catamite has not arrived from Amazon. It's been a bit hectic, says Tracy Cardiff, as I was working and then panic wrapping. I've been dipping into my Christmas cheese. Boaty has plenty of Christmas cheese, says Cheeseburger. Well, metaphorically speaking, yes. Obviously, I wouldn't have cheese in the house. I find cheesing a disgraceful habit. Lovely food, drink, and presents have been enjoyed today, says Peter P, and that's grand. That's a fine drop of wine, Boaty, says Richard. God, it really is. Oh, I'm being spoiled tonight. Now then, before I forget, I need to say a massive thank you and give a massive shout out to Jimmy F500, our friend Jimmy from Ireland, who went out on a personal limb and did something he never thought he'd do. He sent me a video message, and it was absolutely lovely. Took him well out of his comfort zone. But I was so moved and so touched by everything that he said. I'm not going to play it to you because, well, because I'll probably cry. I might put an edited version into a special Christmas video or something. But it was absolutely lovely, and I'm so grateful for for him to take himself out of his comfort zone. It was lovely to put a face and a voice to the name, and it was really heartwarming to hear the things that he said, and they pertain to all of you guys, the community as a whole. He, like so many of us, values the community and thinks that it's a lovely and worthwhile thing. And I was mentioned, and Emma was mentioned, and he does think that Emma is a lovely addition to the has been a lovely addition to the community this year, doing the co-lives and the adventures that we've got up to and the videos from those. And he just said a lot of really, really lovely things that they're the kind of things that I do hear. And they're the kind of things that, make me want to keep this going and do more and more and more um, because other people get something from it as well as me. And I just love that. I love what we've already become. I love what we're becoming. And as Jimmy said, it's so exciting, you know, for the year that lies ahead, both personally and as a community. Um, I mean, obviously, the Airbnb is going to be a great big personal thing and a great big thing for the channel, but it's one of a number of things that I hope is going to be equally massive for the community because it presents opportunities, and there will be other opportunities as well. There are a couple in the pipeline, and it's just really, really exciting. It's great to be able to look back on what's been an amazing year of community fun on a daily basis and through the lives and through the videos, but also in real life. I've met so many of you this year, and every single time it's been amazing. But we're not just looking back, we're also looking forward, because as amazing as this year has been, next year could be even better. And that is just so exciting. Bad books, dinner with fish finger sarnies. That's probably a step up from my crisp sandwich, isn't it? And tea with posh pizza. Oh, Josh, posh pizza. Blimey. Boaty's popped his cork early. It's an old man's fault, Cheesy. It's an old man's fault. Oh, Andrew Buttigieg is with us, the lovely Irish Spotty Butty. A very Merry Christmas Eve, and then he names us all. Ship Nails says, I can't abide Christmas. History says we're all lied to. Nobody bats an eyelid. I don't fit in this modern world. Is Boaty all fuzzy, or is it just me? Asked Peter Pig. I look all right to me. Maybe the internet's going a bit pantsy-wantsy. I don't know. Can't beat a crisp sandwich, says Tomo. I lived on them as a kid. Mum was skint. Yeah, well, you're leaning against an open door with me on that one. I was brought up in bloody poverty. Always skint. But a crisp sandwich is quite a good thing, actually. I really enjoyed it. And I had, they were on offer at Sainsbury's. I think they're Walker's Thai Sensation something in the black packet, and I had a packet of them in between two slices of farmhouse white with a bowl of consomme, and it was most acceptable. Because of the not being paid thing, then lunch plans went out of the window and I had to eat out of the cupboard. But I enjoyed it. Carol C says, all the little people in the household are very excited. I hope Christmas Day does not start too early. Oh, yeah. When they start waking up at an ungodly hour of the morning. And yes, indeed. Put some vodka in their drink. That'll slow the buggers down. Uh, oh, Stu had an Iceland smash burger with cheese. I still don't know what a smash burger is. We call a crisp sandwich a grit butty, says Carol C. Uh, Petit Chablis is French for small nipple, says Dave Smith. Oh dear. Ross has got 3 bottles of Campo Vieja Rioja ready to go. It's a very nice tipple. I've never tried that one. Those Sainsbury's do a Campo Vieja Rioja Blanca, but I haven't tried it yet. Don't put your dangler in the wine, says Peter P. I'll try not to. Oh, Stu's been invited to a full turkey dinner tomorrow. He'll have us know. If the wine is that good, he might as well just give it one, says Cheeseboat. Well, if I could, I would. Simone Nyman, good evening to you, my lovely. Had an organic Valpolci... Oh, God, hell. Blimey. Hell's teeth. Valpolciolo. £17 a pop. Went well with the chocolate Yule log. Chablis is my favourite white wine, says Richard, but my former social circle of professional pissheads, ex-dentists and business people would regularly drink 4 bottles of Chateau Neuf du Pape in a sitting. Yeah, well, so would I if I had the chance. Oh, and Cheeseburger's got Chateau Neuf du Pape for New Year's Eve, you jammy sod. How dare you? There wouldn't be lots of... Oh, dear. It is the kind of crap I drink these days. Oh, the voice messages have started to ping in. Excellent. Bad Book says prepped Christmas dinner, feeding 5 adults and 3 children. Could probably feed 20, but keeps the outlaws happy. That's the spirit. I feel about swans the same way Neil feels about gibbons, says Peter P. Richard got himself some Barry's Irish tea bags for the Christmas breakfast tea tomorrow. Swans can be a bit evil, actually. I agree. I do agree with that. So can geese. One of the pubs I had 2 geese. They were called Sage and Onion, and they were a pair of absolute swines. I heard that you're a poet now, Father. I don't know. Jimmy Quinn says, Boaty, you could have took the money out of your box and put it back on Friday when YouTube pays you. Yeah, I suppose I could have, but I don't know, that felt like cheating. The box money is sacrosanct. At the moment, because of all the effort we've put into it and the laughs it's given us, I feel like it's lucky money, and it's going to be really lucky for me on my birthday. So I'm not going to jinx that by buggering about with it and going out and buying haircuts and pants and stuff. McFluffern is with us and says, what did you get yourself for Christmas? Well, if that's aimed at me, nothing yet. But either between Christmas and the New Year or after the New Year, I will treat myself to some nice underpants and a bottle of aftershave. But let's open that out to the community. Have any of you bought yourself something for Christmas? And if so, what have you treated yourself to? That's a good little Christmas Eve feature, that is. What time is it? Oh, 25 minutes to go, darlings. Oh, God, now we're on to Gavin and Stacey. Oh, dear. Jacobs Creek Chardonnay. Blimey. Blue cheese and Steve McDonald is with us. Sorry, I was just whizzing through a load of cheese and wine comments there. Steve McDonald is with us and says, "Good evening, Boaty and everyone, and good evening to you. I was skint when I was a kid," says Jimmy Quinn, "but I was a good thief." Yeah, well, you and Mike Tyson worked for you both. Uh, yes, red wine is correct with beef, but I can't drink red, so I have white. Oh, is Simone with us? Did I have I missed a comment? Or is that for Simone Nyman? I was looking for Hooked on Classics. No, can't see her. We'll crack on. Beer for me. I hate wine. Sorry. Don't worry about it, Steve. Each to their own. Each to their own. Am I missing something? Everybody's saying hello to Simone, and I can't see a comment from her. Hmm. All right. Not a clue. Not a clue. Oh, well. Oh, here we go. Jimmy Quinn. Jimmy Quinn's wine tomorrow is Pasquier de Vin Chateauneuf du Pape 2019. Cheeseburger's going to treat himself to a Spectrum after Christmas. Hopefully, might be a bit cheaper then. Spectrum. Help me out, somebody. The only Spectrum I'm familiar with would be a Sinclair Spectrum, either 16K or 48K, and I never had one. I was a Commodore 64 kid at home and a BBC kid at school. Simone Nyman bought some designer boots for 30 quid from a charity shop today. Bit steep, but they are nice. Plus a Christmas Yule log for 8 quid. Mystic Herring, good evening to you, has been mostly drinking brandy. Oh, it's ZX Spectrum, says Peter. That's what I was winning. Boaty, why don't you treat yourself to a half-hour massage and spa? You deserve it, says Andrew. Well, the honest... The easy answer to that is I can't afford it. I mean, never mind getting into the morality of using a knocking shop. I couldn't bloody afford it, mate. I couldn't bloody afford it. And God, has the time come where I would actually have to pay? Blimey, that's a sobering thought, isn't it? That's a sobering thought. It's probably not the right conversation to have on Christmas Eve, is it? The morality of paid pottering. I tell you what, let's have a nice voice note. I've got some to share. Here you go, darlings. Oh, and there's one from yesterday as well that I missed. Do you want that as well? You might as well have it.
Can people stop taking the B out of
Oh, okay.
Christmas Eve, sir? How's your day been? And can anybody stop being idiots and sending recordings of like Christmas songs, please? This poor man was enjoying himself last night, so people took the mick doing that, please. Thank you. And I like to wish Emma's family happy Christmas, Project Nigel's family, and anybody else. And if you're feeling down, sit back and relax and enjoy. Thank you. And I'd like to thank you, sir, for keeping us all entertained over this 2024, sir.
Oh,
anyway, thank you very much. Hope all goes well tomorrow in work, sir.
Oh, I'm not worried about that now. I'm not worried about that now. I'm going to enjoy it.
Hi, sir. Sorry to hear him. Was he didn't get paid from YouTube again, was it? Or was it from work?
YouTube.
Anyway, I hope it all gets sorted soon anyway. Thank you very much. Boaty gets a freebie from the knocking shop for advertising them on eBay.
I bloody should do, shouldn't I?
Showing people, look what you could have. Here you go. Yes, we all know he's a regular anyway. He's there every week.
I go past it every week. Are we done? Is that it? There we are. There we go. The lovely Mr. Parry, of course, as immortalised in the Christmas poem earlier today. Gosh, what was going on in all of that? I'll tell you one thing. I am kicking myself because the reason I found out that we're getting paid on Friday is when the money hadn't arrived by about like 12 o'clock, something like that. um, I pinged Sean, and I said, Sean, did you get paid yesterday? Because Sean gets his money a day earlier than the rest of it, because Sean gets his money paid into Monzo Bank. And if you don't know this, um, if you get your pay paid into Monzo, you can get it early because, and for those who don't know, Monzo is a free online digital banking thing, all kosher, all proper, all above board, and all of that sort of thing, and free. That's the important thing. It's free. You can get a premier version that you pay for, but the basic bank app is absolutely free. And I didn't realize this. I probably should have, probably been a bit naive. But when you get paid by somebody through the banking system, the bank hangs on to your money for 24 hours or even longer if it's like a bank holiday or a weekend or something like that. So if you bank with Monzo, it doesn't have to be your only bank, but if your pay goes into Monzo, you can get it 24 hours earlier. So I pinged Sean because if he got paid yesterday, that would mean that we were going to get paid today. So I pinged him at about midday and said, "Did you get paid yesterday?" And he said no. It's showing as being due in 3 days, but I can get it at 4 p.m. this afternoon. And I thought, bloody hell. So that's 3 days. We're on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I thought, right, okay, so Christmas Day and Boxing Day are bank holidays, aren't they? So that kind of made sense. And then I spread the bad news uh, around my little network of YouTubed up friends who were also counting on the money because you know if you know you're getting paid on such and such a day, you set up direct debits, don't you, for the day after, and that sort of thing. So I pinged Mustard and said, I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but we're not getting paid until Friday. And he went, oh, shit, you're joking. That's going to, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. But the thing is, I am kicking myself because Monzo is a really good app. Sean told me all about it, turned me onto it, sent me the link to sign up via him, and he got £10 and I got £10. Um, and stupidly, I haven't changed my AdSense settings over so that my YouTube money goes into Monzo rather than going into my normal bank. I bank with Santander, have done forever. I banked with them before they were Santander. I've forgotten what they were before. Were they Midland Bank or something? I can't remember. And whatever, I've been with them forever and ever and ever. And I just never swapped it over, which is so it's my fault, stupidity. I've got a Monzo account, it's free. All I had to do was to swap the things over, and yeah, I could have been paid at 4 o'clock tonight instead at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Instead of which, I've got to hang on until some point on Friday. So anyway, there you are. There you are. But this is now, I'm not being sponsored by Monzo or anything like that, but it genuinely is a really, really good banking app. It's got loads of really useful features. Getting paid early is one of them, but it's got different pots. So you can have like accounts within accounts. So, how to describe this? If your rent or mortgage goes out at a certain point, then you can have a mortgage pot. Your direct debit will go out of that pot, not out of your main account. So you put your mortgage money into that pot, so it's separated. The direct debit goes straight out from there. And you can do that with all of your payments and direct debits. So the money you've got left in your main account, you know that that is spare money. So you know what you've got to spend and all of that sort of thing. It's really useful. Well, I imagine it would be more useful for other people than me because I haven't got money to put into the pots. But next year I might have, and I will use it more properly. But it's completely free to use, and if you sign up via my link, then you'll get a tenner, and I'll get a tenner. It's free, and you get 10 free pounds. So what's not to love about that? So there is a link somewhere in the Facebook group, or if you have a look at it, and if you fancy signing up, then ping me and I'll give you the link and we can have £10 each and spend it on something. Talking of spending things on things, the lovely, I think it's Peter P, is it? Oh, look. Peter P has just bunged me a £5 towards a massage or some cheese or something of my own choice. Well, it ain't going to be cheese. I think we all know that. Let's have a time check. 13 minutes. 13 minutes to go. How much of this wine have I got left? Oh, still quite a bit. Good. I've not been slurping it like an idiot. Oh, I tell you what, amazingly, for a Christmas Eve, it's not going to be a late one for me. After the live stream, I'm going to get some supper down me, finish the wine. I'm just going to head to bed and hopefully have an enjoyable day tomorrow. Now, where did I get on the comments? Here we are. Richard says, I still have the bottle of Perrier Jouet Belle Epoque 1995 champagne from my 18th birthday. Never bothered opening it, blimey. Oh, it's a remake of the Sinclair Spectrum. Oh, that'd be quite cool. That'd be quite cool. What is it? Is it like a proper computer or a laptop or a gaming console? That would be quite cool, quite retro, and I never had one back in the day. I might check them out for when I become rich again and can. Sounds like you may get more money from YouTube this month, hopefully. Well, no, not more money, just the money would be good. Oh, who's done enough? Oh, Pocahontas has gifted a membership, and it went to Nightcrawler34. Oh, Pocahontas, thank you very much, and welcome to another new channel member. Oh, this is fabulous, isn't it? Steve says, my ex runs a kosher massage place. She stands on your back. Footballers go there. Oh, excuse me. Josh is with us and says, good to be here. Good evening to one and all. Welcome from across the herring pond. Mr. Paddy is always entertaining, says Stu. Thanks, Peninsula Parry. Oh, dear. I miss the days when you were paid in real cash, says Andrew. Oh, you remember that? The little brown envelope with the all of the boxes on the front and the writing in and the deductions. And you had that excitingly stuffed brown envelope. And yeah. Interesting. General Cheeseburger says, Monzo probably isn't in Bax, so it will be a faster payment. Bax is a 2-day cycle. Oh. Are those roses preserved in aspic, Boaty asked you? Well, they're not roses. They're, I think Bad Books knows what they are. I've forgotten. They're definitely not roses. They've been dropping petals like mad for about 5 or 6 days now, but God knows they're hanging in there. We must be into the third or fourth week. It's ridiculous how long they last. Big fight, says Jimmy Quinn. Usyk was paid 3.3 million. Oh, sorry. Usyk was paid 83.3 million and Fury 67.3 million. Well, there you go. There you go. If that's what the fights generate, that's what they generate. Good luck to them. I'm just delighted that Sasha won. Nothing against Fury per se. And it's nothing about being anti-British. I do have massive sympathy with Ukraine and Ukrainians because I used to live there. But I think the main reason why, I mean, Usyk is such a, or appears to be, or I'm sure he is, I'm sure it's not an act. He appears to be a really good, God-fearing, patriotic family man. And I like that. But as an ex-athlete, I also like to see talent and effort rewarded in equal measures. And whilst Fury has most certainly got the talent, he hasn't got the dedication to the hard work. That's been his undoing, hasn't it? I mean, if he had the same work ethic that Usyk had, then Fury would have been the greatest heavyweight of all time ever, bar none, full stop. But you know, he's human as are we all, and he hasn't entirely got that in him. Whereas Usyk has been dedicated to sport since he was tiny. It was football originally, and then he turned to boxing, and he's just been the most dedicated amateur and professional sportsman. And I like to see that being rewarded. And I like his humbleness, and I like his humility, and I like the fact that he genuinely appears to be a good man. So he was always my favourite above Fury. A lot of people are saying that after that second Fury fight, he should have thrown his gloves into the middle of the ring and and just walked away from the sport. He's obviously talking about at some point going back down to cruiserweight and reunifying the titles. I would like to see him. I would like to see him. I'd like to see him do one more fight. I would like to see him fight the winner of Dubois and Parker, and then that would be another undisputed. And if he could claim the undisputed heavyweight title for the second time, that would be the point to leave your gloves ceremoniously in the middle of the boxing ring and just walk away and have an amazing life. You would leave an unparalleled legacy behind you. Who else can leave a legacy like that? Um, Lennox Lewis was obviously the previous most recent undisputed heavyweight, but he wasn't unbeaten. Um, he beat everybody, but he also got beaten. So he had no unavenged losses. Everybody who beat him, he then beat. But that's not quite the same legacy as becoming as being undisputed cruiserweight, then moving up to heavyweight and being undisputed heavyweight, and then being stripped of one of your belts and then getting it back and becoming undisputed for the second time. I mean, that is unparalleled, and that would put him, that would put him in with a good shout of being of being the goat, the greatest of all time. Master technician, um, incredible engine, incredible athlete, incredible dedication. I would love to see him do that. I'm glad he didn't walk away after this one. I'd love to see him. I don't want to see him go back down to cruiserweight, and I don't want to see him because somebody was asked on Saturday night who can beat Usyk, and the answer was Father Time, and it's coming close. He's 37 years old. You know, he's. I don't want to see him fight on to the point that he gets beaten because of his age by somebody who shouldn't beat him. I reckon one more fight against the winner of Dubois and Parker, get that, bow out as undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, and then just, enjoy 4 kids, all still quite young, one of them very young, beautiful wife, um, and just enjoy the life and your children and your family and the money and everything that you've earned, and hopefully not have a complete mental breakdown when your life disappears. It happens to a lot of athletes. Happened to me. Suddenly that routine and raison d'etre is taken away from you and you're lost. It's like you're drowning in a pool. Oh, Santander is Abbey National. Thank you. Jimmy's been with Barclays Bank for 53 years. Oh, Charlotte Williams joined us. Good evening. Then there was the lovely gifted membership. Thank you, Pocahontas. You've been very generous of late. And welcome to membership Nightcrawler 34. We've had some brilliant new members. All the names that I would have loved to see lit up in green. Pretty much all of them, including Hallelujah, praise the Lord, Andrew, have have joined us in the channel member. Spectrum looks identical to the original, fully functional and preloaded with 48 classic games. Right, so it's a console. Oh God, I'd be up for that. I'd be up for that. They did something similar with Mega Drive, I think, a few years ago, and I was really tempted to get one of them. Didn't have the money, but thank you, Bad Books. Alstromeria, that's it. And Stu agrees. Alstromerias are hardy buggers. Right, we've got 1 minute left. 1 minute of Christmas Eve left, and then we are spanking into Christmas Day. Right. Oh, we should have a countdown. Have a look. Have I got a clock on here? Oh, come on, help me out. Oh, go back. Go back. Shit. Oh, 10 seconds, I think. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we are. Christmas Day, darlings. Merry Christmas. Thanks for sharing it with me and with us. Hope you have a good day. Ah. Happy Christmas, everyone, says Nick. Rent, lettings. High Priestess says Happy Christmas. Bad Books isn't into Christmas presents. His cordless drill died last week and he needs to hire a skip as the Leylandii hedge needs cutting, so he'll treat himself in the new year. Stratospherian says, good evening. Fury will fight Joshua next summer. One last payday for them both. I think he probably will. I think he'll want a third fight with Usyk, but I don't think Usyk should take it. There'll be a lot of pressure for him to fight Joshua. Um, Neither of them have got a belt. They're both coming off defeats, and yet it would probably be the biggest fight ever. And it would be an absolutely massive payday. And I think it could be a shock because even though they're coming off defeats, and you can quote me on this, if I had to bet my house, which I don't even own, but if I had to bet, I don't know, something that I do own, on the outcome of AJ versus Fury, I would bet on AJ all day long because AJ's got power. AJ's got power. And the last person that Fury fought with power was Deontay Wilder, but he hasn't got any skill. AJ's got a bit of skill and quite a bit of power. Look at what he did to Ngannou. I reckon that Fury, as he is now, because, you know, Fury, his legs have gone a bit, let's face it. All of that ballooning up and down in weight, father time, drugs, booze, all of that sort of thing. Fury just is in no way the man that he was. He's a shadow of the man that beat Vladimir Klitschko. I reckon, whereas AJ is still a highly trained athlete, I reckon AJ would knock Fury out. Genuinely, I think he would absolutely poleaxe him. It's a fight I would love to see. Many people would want to see it, and it's probably the way that it would go. If I could wave a magic wand, I'd have Usyk versus the winner of Dubois Parker, and I would have AJ versus Fury. And then at the end of that, three of those four should all hang their gloves up, say thank you very much, and bugger off and enjoy being rich for the rest of their lives. Because they're all multi millionaires. Dubois is obviously a different case in point. But I mean, this new guy, this Moses guy who's coming up, everybody seems to agree that he's going to turn everything on its head anyway. And there's a whole new generation coming through. And all of these guys that are in their mid to late 30s, there's nothing much lying ahead for them other than the realization that time takes its toll. So it's time, they need to think about their their getting out card. And I think Usyk becoming undisputed again, and AJ Fury, that would be the perfect ending for the three of them, I think. The rest of them don't count. I mean, Wilder's bloody had it. Some of the others never had it in the first place. But that would, they were kind of a big three, weren't they? And I think those would be the perfect goodbye fights for them. And they're certainly the fights I would love to see, and I think many other people too. But I reckon AJ would blast Fury. This Fury. In their prime, Fury would have humiliated him, but not now, I don't think. What do you think? I reckon Mr. Paddy could beat Hubnut, says Richard. My daughter is 5 times wacko kickboxing champion. She'd destroy Tyson Fury, says Tomo. Oh, God. Probably for the next 3 months, anybody could destroy Tyson Fury. He'll probably be pissed as a rat, half on his arse in a pub somewhere. Hopefully not. We were talking about this. Me and Mustard were talking about this, Jay-Z. We were going back to the days of the tag team wrestling, and our two favourites were definitely the Beige Bomber, which lives on to this day, and the Beige Bomber is getting a lounge named after him in the new Airbnb, no less. And our other favourite was Kendo Matasaki, the Masked Cardboard, which was just genius. Absolute genius. Tomo's trained in kickboxing for 17 years. He's 6'3", 19 stone, and he wouldn't dare messing with his daughter. Right? Oh dear. I agree with that, Richard. More women and girls should learn self-defense. Yeah. Steve's in two minds to whether to accept the dinner invitation because he fancies being alone. Yeah. Oh, Jose Fantasticville, evening host and tubers, and Merry Christmas, and a Merry Christmas to you too. Oh dear. And then there are just millions of oh, Ross has got one, a Spectrum, loads of games, including Street Fighter. Oh God, I'd love that, actually. How much are they, out of interest? Are they stupid money or are they like retro but like achievable money? They're a Merry Christmas swinging all round and just the merriest of Merry Christmases from me. We will do it properly tomorrow night on the full on Christmas, but this is it. We've crept into Christmas Day, darlings. It's just after the midnight hour. I know it doesn't really count because we haven't been to bed and woken up and reached out with our little footsie to feel the weight of the sack on the bottom of our bed. And don't make any filthy jokes about that. Some of us have got happy memories of being a kid and having a sack on the bottom of our bed without Jimmy Savile being involved. Oh, God, that's so nice. Time for a drink, says Mystic Hair. Well, I'm ahead of you. Oh, and let's get through all of the Merry Christmases, shall we? Okay. Right. Mr. K says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, says Tomo. Merry Christmas, says General Cheeseburger. High Priestess says, Merry Christmas. Jimmy Quinn, Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas from Pocahontas 100. Merry Christmas to all in Blighty, says Andrew Buttigieg. Happy Christmas, says Pocahontas 100. Cheers, everyone, says Ross. Merry Christmas, shouts the M11. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, everyone, says Dad Smith. Merry Christmas, says Charlotte Williams. Less of this boxing chat. I'm a lover, not a fighter, says Mr. K. Jake Paul v Tyson Fury. I can see it. Oh, God. God, can you imagine? Oh, surely not. Someone tell Boaty it's not Boxing Day yet, says Ross, and that's quite clever, actually. Oh, a very quick visit from Barry with their visiting Karen's brother. Merry Christmas to you guys. Oh, 80 quid. 80 quid. Oh, that's doable, isn't it? That's doable. Stu had a ZX81 and it was crap. Well, yes, they were. Merry Christmas to you all, says Barry. Here in America, we've still got a few hours to go, says Josh. Well, Merry Christmas for when the time comes. Oh, yeah, Richard. Yeah, I saw that comment. You're in Derby, aren't you? Yeah, that Gurkha restaurant they're part of the same community in Nottingham, but not family, not related, but obviously we know them. Ross has been told to go and clean the toilet. Oh, and there we are. There we are, darlings. Do you know what? I think I'm going to leave it there. I think I'm going to leave it there, and we will catch up for a proper long one tomorrow night, 9 o'clock through till the end. Oh, I've got a couple of bits and pieces to do, haven't I? But start saying your good nights and more Merry Christmases because I'm knackered. I'm going to get off. I'm going to think happy thoughts. I'm going to have a happy supper. I might watch a Royal Family Christmas special. And I'm going to get to bed at a decent time. I'm going to be in bed before 1 o'clock, which never happens. And then tomorrow's going to be a great day. As long as I get to bed early, I'm going to be up reasonably early. I'm going to have a nice, little, small, compact and bijou cooked breakfast. And then I'm going to have a nice day at the restaurant, trying to make sure everybody's happy and has a lovely Christmas day. and then I'll come home and I'll see the day out with you lot. And I can't imagine anything better than that. So let's pound the box. I'm still so excited about my birthday. You're going to hear plenty about that in the days and weeks to come. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that fell on a note. That is the box pounded. And then I've got my last card of this Christmas, I suppose. I won't get any more. Well, unless they come late, as in after Christmas. A massive thank you again to Sean for this wine. It has been absolutely sublime. I can't wait to dive into tomatoes, the really good stuff. Oh, now then, this card is the proof that I have finally made it, because this card is just addressed to me, but no house number, just the area. And they knew, it just came through my letterbox. So that's it. I'm officially a Z-list celebrity, Z minus. I'm still a few behind Hubnut. Right, let's open this. It's been sellotaped down. Oh, and thank you everybody for cards and gifts and everything. I should do this tomorrow night. But if you've watched the Christmas poem video, then I made sure that every card that I've been sent, and believe me, I'm not fibbing, I get one card. And this year I've had lots, and the front parlour has looked lovely, and I love seeing them, and I'm going to keep them. I'm not going to throw them away. And so I made sure that in the Christmas poem video, they were all in there. So thank you everybody for making the effort to send one. It's made a massive difference to me. Honestly, at best, I endure Christmas recently. Sometimes I actively dread it. I've had a smile on my face every time I've walked through the parlour and seen those cards. And I didn't even mind when I got the Facebook reminders that 10 years ago today, my Christmas present from my then wife were the divorce papers arriving on Christmas Eve for me to sign and give every penny that I had away. Ironically, I'd forgotten this. The clean break divorce said that I kept my cars and she got everything else. I had no claim on anything, none of the joint assets, nothing. I got my cars and that was that. She got everything else. And the ironic thing is that when push came to shove and it actually happened, I didn't even get all my cars. And I didn't mind. I saw that in my memories and I thought, I see it every year and it depresses me. This year it didn't, because I'm jolly well happy. I even posted it with a little joke because I don't care. That was then and this is now. And it's all good now. Right, let's have a look at this. Oh, it feels quite posh. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. Heads, we deliver them. Tails, we put them on eBay. And it's from Mark, Bad Books. Oh, have a great Boaty, have a great Crimbo and a successful 2025. Bless you. Oh, well, thank you for that. And there's another one here. So you might be the last Christmas card, but first birthday card. And I'm not opening that. I'm not opening birthday cards yet. Not when it's still not Christmas. So thank you for my first birthday card. I'm going to put that there. And on 12th night, When it's 12th night, what date is it? Maybe on 12th night when I have to put the Christmas cards away, maybe then I will start opening birthday cards. In the meantime, I'm just going to absolutely love. I'm just going to absolutely love the Christmas cards that you lot have been kind enough to send, and which have genuinely, honestly, you've got no idea how much emotional difference they've made to me. Um, and all of you have met. Oh no, I won't get gushy. I won't get gushy. No, 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 no. I'll bugger off before I get all gushy. We'll do that tomorrow night when we're all pissed. Okay. Check the envelope for cash. God. Oh God, I am now. Don't be silly. Um. Oh, Mr. Care's card is in the post, so there is one more to come. I saw my card beside the plant, says Richard. It was lovely to see all the cards. I'm so grateful. I am so grateful. There we go. There we go. Comments are all caught up with. I am just going to. I'm not going to bang on. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. You've all got things to do or things not to do or sleep to have or I don't know. I don't know. But I'm knackered, so I'm just going to say a massive, massive thank you for joining me tonight and for. I won't do all of the big thank yous. We'll do those tomorrow night when it's actually Christmas night. I'll just say I'll keep it local. Thank you for joining me tonight. I've been looking forward to tonight, especially after last night, which was just amazing, and it has not disappointed. Thank you for sharing the end of your Christmas Eve and the beginning of your Christmas Day. It's lovely to start Christmas Day with you guys. So, cheers to you all. I hope that, as I said before, I hope you have a marvelous day tomorrow or a manageable day tomorrow, depending on what sort of day it's going to be for you. Either way, I'm going to be here from 9 o'clock onwards tomorrow night with some of the community, and we're going to be here if you would like to join us. And I hope that you're able to pop in, or if you're not able to pop in because you're having too much damn fun with your friends and your family, then I'm just really delighted for you. So let me wish you all a safe and peaceful night. I hope that tomorrow brings some joy somehow, and if it doesn't or can't, I hope you get through it and join us tomorrow night. And you know what I'm trying to say. But above all, just a massive thank you. I am, it's a modern thing to say, isn't it? But I appreciate you all so much, and I'm bloody grateful for you all. So have an amazing day. Merry Christmas, and hopefully I will see some, if not all of you, tomorrow night. The candle will be relit 9 o'clock tomorrow. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Take care of those who love and who love you. Let them spoil you. You spoil them. But much love from me. See you tomorrow night, maybe. And on that note, a big old Christmas morning pachoo. And indeed, ho, ho, ho. Bosh. Good night, darlings. Thank you.